السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد. Brothers and sisters in Islam, this world that we're living in, there's something that people think of every single day, dream of, worry about, will kill for, will die for, and it is dunya itself. If you look at everybody's life, if you look at the wars that are going on in the world, if you look at what people have stress about, what people have so-called depression about. Why are they depressed? It's because it's dunya. What are they fighting for this dunya? What are they worried about because it's dunya? And how did Allah Azza wa Jalla describe it? Allah Azza wa Jalla mentioned in the Quran, يَا قَوْمِ إِنَّمَا هَذِهِ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا مَتَاعٌ وَإِنَّ الْآخِرَةَ هِيَ دَارُ الْقَرَارِ. He mentioned that this dunya, إِنَّمَا هَذِهِ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيا مَتَاعٌ. That this dunya itself is mata'. What is mata'? A pleasure that is here for now. Something that we there for a little bit, but not forever. وَإِنَّ الْآخِرَةَ هِيَ دَارُ الْقَرَارِ. That indeed the place that you shall be having qarar, istiqrar, the place that you should be staying for, the place that is your final abode is akhirah. How did Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam describe it? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned authentic hadith of Muslim. He mentioned, ما الدنيا في الآخرة إلا مثل ما يجعل أحدكم إصبعه في اليم فلينظر بما يرجع. What is dunya compared to akhirah? Except what you put in your finger, or when you dip your finger into the ocean, what is left from it? The equivalent of that is the example of dunya in the akhirah is what is left in the ocean. The little dip that you put, right when you put your finger in the ocean, the little water, that if you leave it for the sun, that evaporates. That if you leave it for the cold, that turns into snow or ice and falls. That if you leave it for the wind, that blows away. And that's dunya compared to the oceans in akhirah. 70% of this world that we know, the surface of it is water, ocean. 70% of it is ocean. And it goes down roughly 12,000 feet deep. That's the average depth of the ocean. But the scientists found out that there are some locations that go down up to 35,000 feet. Imagine 70% of this earth that can go down 35,000 feet. That is akhirah compared to a little droplet. Just a little droplet is how the Prophet Muhammad described it. That little droplet is what we fight for. That little droplet is what we worry about. That little droplet is what we think about. But the question is, why do people care so much about this dunya? Why? Why is it that we have all this investment in this dunya? For two reasons. The reason why people care about this dunya so much is one, is because that's everything they invested into. Why? Ask yourself today, what do you think about? When you ask a little kid what do you want to be in the future? Doctor, lawyer. When you look at your phone, what is the main thing you search about? Something about this dunya. Stocks, school, business, cars, TikTok. When you ask somebody, what worry you tonight? Somebody gonna say, oh, subhanAllah, I'm worried, subhanAllah, I didn't pray Qiyam al-Layl last night. I can't go to sleep. I couldn't pay the bills. My daughter's doing this. My son is lost. I lost my TikTok account. I did this. I don't have enough views. My game. Everything is dunya, whether young or old. Everything is dunya. And number two is because we don't have the knowledge for akhirah. If you really knew akhirah, you wouldn't be playing around. If you really knew akhirah, your investment would be in this dunya. And for the person who invested everything into this dunya, how can you tell somebody who had a company, drop all your profits, all your equity, all your assets, and come to this business? Nah, you can't say, I put all my plus 22 in this business. How can I just leave it one night? Same way that they're not going to leave the akhirah for this dunya. And the same way that you don't know about this dunya, is the same way, for the akhirah, is the same way you won't invest into akhirah as much as the dunya. The question is, what happens when you invest all your time into dunya and all your energy into dunya? One, you lose your purpose. Look at the most influential people today. Right now, who are the most, when we say somebody who's sophisticated, online, we see many people. We see many people like Jordan Peterson that everybody knows. But if you look at Jordan Peterson, every other video he's crying. Is he dumb? No. Is he broke? No. Does he not have opportunities? No. Why? Why is that the case? He's crying because he lost his purpose. When you don't know anything and you're worried, at least you can say, I don't know anything. But imagine when you have all the access to knowledge in the world and you still don't have a purpose in life. Everything. Anything he wants, he can find. Any information he needs, he can get. He can get any Bible, any tafsir of the Quran, everything that read all the books, but he still doesn't have the purpose in life. He'll tell you he doesn't believe in God, but he acts as if God exists. Why? Because when you cannot go home at night and say, SubhanAllah, this happened to me, Qadarallahu ma sha'a fa'al. When you can't say, oh, SubhanAllah, my son broke his leg, what is a Catholic going to say? What is he going to say? Qadarallahu ma sha'a fa'al, inshallah. No, you can't say that. As I was coming today, I lost my road. I was supposed to come a certain way, SubhanAllah, GPS got me. Regular person, what would they say? The door in my life, this is my, oh my God. They have nothing to, there is no qada wa qadar. There's no purpose in life. Number two, emptiness. How many times do I see young people that come start praying at the masjid, that come to halaqat, that listen to lectures, and when you ask them, why? What brought you closer to Allah? I felt a sense of emptiness. Look at the life. MashaAllah, nice lives. They need money, whatever they need. But what was missing? That fulfillment in their life. And number 3, depression. Depression happens when you invest everything in dunya. When you think of a person doing suicide, that's throwing themselves off a cliff, throwing themselves off a bridge. What do these movies they portray? Do they portray a broke man, a poor man? What do they portray? A man that just came out of work, that has a suit, that has a briefcase, that just came out of a job. He just parked up his Jaguar and he's on a cliff. It's not gonna be a broke man or homeless. Usually, it's people that got the pinnacle of life. But why are they in this situation? Because they invested everything in dunya and they know they have nothing left. How the Salaf, the pious predecessors, who are examples when it comes to living. Fulayl ibn Iyad rahimahullah says, لو كانت الدنيا من ذهب يفنى والآخرة من خزف يبقى لكان ينبغي لنا أن نختار خزفا يبقى على ذهب يفنى. If this dunya was made out of gold that shall perish, and akhirah was made out of pottery, or anything that will stay and last forever, it is more wise to choose that which will stay forever than that which will perish tomorrow. If you give me a pound of gold, but in 1 week you tell me, khalas, this gold is going to dissolve, this gold is going to disappear. Or you say, hey, you want to take a water bottle? Which one is more valuable? This water bottle. This water bottle is more valuable. Why? Because at least it's going to stick with you. At least I'm going to have it by next week. But this pound of gold, you promise me it's not going to be with you next week. Hack of the dunya. But in reality, the reality is that's not the case. The reality is that the akhirah, no matter how much that you have, the akhirah is always going to be much more valuable. When the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam described Jannah, he said, "Inna fil jannati shajara yasiru rakibu al-jawad al-mudammar al-sari' 100 'am ma yaqta'uha." In Jannah, he described Prophet said one tree. One tree, he said that if a man that is fast, that any way you can describe quickness, all right, were to walk through it, he wouldn't reach the end of it until 100 years. 100 years will go by and he still wouldn't reach the end of it. That's just a tree. That's just a tree that we see every single day. Imagine the rest of Jannah. Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah describes, he said, "Man laha lahu kamal al-akhirati hana alayhi firaq ad-dunya." Whoever understands the perfection and the completeness of akhirah, in this dunya itself, what would it become? Doesn't worry about it. What do we say were the 2 main reasons? The investment in dunya and not knowing akhirah. When you know akhirah, what happens? This dunya becomes simple. Everyone that is quoted right now, Fulayl ibn Iyad, Ibn Qayyim, even the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they're all dead. What are they living off of right now? After the Prophet, what are they living off of? The a'mal they work for. After the mercy of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Every single one of them is dead. The person that took that advice that time when they were alive is dead. The person that didn't take that advice that time they were alive is also dead. And what's going to happen to you guys? Every single one of us right here is going to die one day or another. Every single one of you, including me. We all seen a couple weeks ago the young sisters that died in a car crash. Do you think they planned for that? Do you think that was in their agenda? That was not in their agenda. That was not even in their schedule. Probably if you asked them when you were going to die, they were probably going to tell you, when I'm 63 with 5 kids and 3 grandchildren and somewhere in some city and all of it. Everybody has dreams. And we all plan, but Allah is the best of planners. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa ala. Brothers and sisters, Islam, in a nutshell, the message today is don't be deceived by this dunya. Shaitan will try all his tricks. Shaitan will use every single method to confuse you, to take you off the right path, to have you believe that this is your final house, to have you believe that this is where you're staying forever. The reality is, none of us will stay here forever. How should we live on this dunya? Who's the best example? Prophet Muhammad. What did Prophet say? The Prophet mentioned, "Kun fi dunya ka'annaka gharib aw 'abir sabil." Live in this world as if you are a stranger or if you are a traveler. How do travelers and strangers live? Do they buy houses wherever they stay? Do they buy cars wherever they stay? Do they think about investments? How do they live? They live just for today. Let me get by. Let me live by. Why? Because I'm traveling. And would it make sense for somebody that has a transit in Minnesota to buy a house the same day he's leaving? Because he is a stranger. Because he is a traveler. This dunya has an ending, and obviously Allah Azza wa Jalla created us for a purpose. Allah Azza wa Jalla asks us, فَحَسِبْتُمْ أَنَّمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ عَبَثًا وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْنَا لَا تُرْجَعُونَ. You think we created for a reason, and that you shall not return. I want to leave off with a question for everybody to ask himself. What is your priority in this dunya, or in this world? Is it the dunya itself, or is it akhirah? How can you find out? Like we said, just ask yourself these simple questions. What do you think about? What bothers you? What do you plan for? What is your agenda? Look at, if you write down your notes or you write down your goals, what is your goal? What is on your bucket list? If every single thing is dunya, how's my business going? When am I going to graduate? When am I going to get married? When am I going to do? If everything is dunya, then there has to be some reevaluation. There has to be some reevaluation. That's what Al-Khattab said. حَاسِبُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ قَبْلَ أَن تُحَاسِبُوا. حَاسِبُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ قَبْلَ أَن تُحَاسِبُوا. Evaluate yourself. Examine yourself before the day you will be tested and examined and questioned in the day of judgment. عباد الله صلوا وسلموا على نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم إنه يقول عز قائل إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم على عبدك ورسولك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم أغننا بحلالك عن حرامك ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا آتنا أنفسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا ولك الحمد. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا ولك الحمد. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. A few announcements, please, Saturday, inshallah, please come and help us and clean around the masjid. A month and some half ago, we promised to come, but some people showed up, but it rains too much, so we didn't able to do anything. So please come around and help us, inshallah, this Saturday. Saturday from 2 o'clock, you can come earlier than that and help and clean around the masjid. And another thing, please, you see, alhamdulillah, we are growing up. From 2017 we started, we used to pray in here, men and women right in here. And we really need people to sign up to help us pay the building as fast as we can. So we can renovate the building, make it much bigger and wider and for everybody, inshallah. Please, we have some people who signed up since 2017. Remember, the little that you can think is too little is help the masjid. But we want that little to continue. Some people sign up since 2017 up to now. You know, some $50, some $100, whatever you can. But make sure you sign up for something every month, and you just come to the masjid account. Alhamdulillah, whatever you can afford. We cannot force you to, commit to a budget that you cannot do, inshallah. So please help us. Right now, we have a lot of kids here. We're teaching kids, and we need security. A lot of other stuff in here, inshallah. But please, right now we estimated we have more than 600 people praying here every Friday. If you have more than 600 people praying here every Friday, imagine if each one can give $50 a month. How much is that? We should have been paying the building as quick as we can, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ali.
Then he just became a bricklayer out of nowhere. He was happy.
It is not inconvenient.
Somebody is missing their wallet. It's Lukman JP. Lukman, I think I know. I know Lukman. Yeah, Lukman, please come on over. You forget your wallet in here. Lukman.
Senior Lukman, I guess. How are you? How are you? Good. Je veux faire une contribution, mais vous pouvez organiser une réunion c'est où toute la communauté à partir du soutien que nous avons apporté ici. Je veux cette fois-ci que la réunion se fasse à Aïs et vous avez ma place. C'est après 14h, 15h ou 16h comme ça. À la fin du mois. Je vais programmer les gens.
I'm good. How are you? Good. What's your name? Gabriel.
C'est cool.
Remember me?
He was very young. The community meeting, everybody can be included. We will put everything in there. No groups.
People making mistakes.
Everything was fine.
You were just already.
Plan it and then announce.
Finally, like a mess. Yeah, he was sick from day one. He was sick from day one. What? All the criminals are getting I don't get it. I don't get it. We clean it up.
No, it become more skinny. That's
I know, look at me too. Yeah, we were like, I kept getting sicker and sicker. 16 pounds. I think again. Are you the only one? What happened? All the sandwich, all the eggs, all the sandwiches, breads, all the bread.
Oh no, you know that because me, what happened?
How come you didn't wait? Guys, all the eggs, all the sandwiches. Before I forget, tomorrow at my house we have a little get together. Tomorrow evening. So if you guys can make it, I'll send the address.
We don't want to do that because
I'll be having
another party.
That's what I said. There's a lot of parties. I know we're gonna see each other next Saturday for sure.
From what time to what time?
Anytime after 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yeah,
That's cool. Send the
I'm
address.
going to wedding
I'll send the
tomorrow.
address. Yeah, I live like 5 minutes from here.
I'm going to wedding tomorrow.
Yeah.
I go to Hajj. After Hajj, you go to Medina.
Yeah. So you can send me the address.
Yeah, just send the address. Me, I'm not big. I don't know.
After 2 now, 3, 4.
Yeah. You fall asleep, the time when you used to sleep over there.
I think last night to today. That's
Yesterday you stopped by my house. You stopped by my house.
I called him to make sure I take care of you.
Yeah.
So finally I said thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I was
Found that
worried
money,
about
we
it.
left it in the bathroom for him.
Yeah,
that was gift.
yeah.
That was gift.
Dubai. Did you, what you like to do it?
You take care of me, that's it.
You take care of you?
Yeah, that's it.
Sandwich is not a good deal. No. Watermelon? What else? No. You got noodles as well?
I'm saying go to the restaurant.
I don't like all those food. So the girl I'm used to be. You guys go and eat the guys. It's time the last 2 days. I'm hungry. You know? Since I got home. In Jeddah, was a girl, man. She gave a long time. What happened? We have to send the staff.
Was overweight?
Just move stuff around. I hit 10 pounds overweight. And then he left at 6 a.m., right? Those books that he had, heavy. He left them in the hotel. And I look at them, there's a Quran in there. Otherwise, I was going to leave all of them behind because I was like, there's no way I'm going to make you walk. Because I got my water, I'm not leaving my water behind. Hey, $150 for the water. How much? Oh, the water, I think I managed. Come on.
Sometimes it's better than
I only know like us when it comes to Shafi'i, they don't have only
what about, you know what Saudi versus other the same?
It's increasing now. Yeah. I don't know. They're accepting a lot more.
I'm expecting the opposite though.
But the thing is, they're increasing, but they're decreasing the benefits. They're making it so. So they're decreasing.
If Ahmed is not there, I'll take it. Okay. So I'll be there.
So it seems like they're like
Oh yeah, that's one of the main planning everything, even school. Yeah. But having more people coming is good.
yeah.
Because because the system is saying now it has nothing to do with having condition.
Yeah.
So making this system with the shopping it's supposed to be like when people come inside.
Yeah, that's what makes more sense that if you're gonna actually just turn out to do, already start up, all these I think diversity, yeah. So I think maybe it's because they want accreditation. So they can be international conversion.
Yeah, why? The number of Saudis are fucking out there.
Maybe, I think they have enough Saudis, but maybe it's for accreditation for other universities outside of the world. They say, oh, we have foreign students, we have like 5%, 10% foreign students at the university.
The percentage like that is
Only everywhere except Medina. No, even it's not even like that. It's maybe 3% students. Every university, but Medina, 70% again. 70%.
But the always like 3%?
5%.
Medina is like the concentration.
Yeah. Medina, the only, because Medina also is meant for Agana.
Okay.
The other ones are meant for Saudis, and they post Agana.
So it's self the master or?
I applied, I'm still waiting. I'm going to see, inshallah. We'll see, inshallah. Right now, I still didn't make a full decision.
You finished that?
Alhamdulillah, I finished graduate, yeah. So, we'll see a Sharia. So I'm going to go back next month to get the paperwork because I had to leave early. Because the market's been early, so they want people to squeeze. So right now, it's still in leave.
What?
The tickets are late. So Different again.
It is Scientology for us. Just for Ronaldo and this thing.
So, what do you build, Chef? So we can maybe go for a walk, maybe for a build one of your things.
No, walk is hard, but you can stay one of the days.
Yeah, we can
manage
do
that.
Okay.
It's long.
Okay, so what days are this week?
Days?
Yeah. What days? What day? What day?
Because I'm finishing 2 books now. We can have Monday.
Monday, okay. Class. So,
Monday will be here, so I'm not. It's Monday.
class, actually.
So what you planning to go for math?
I was thinking, I'm still contemplating, but I have two.
I didn't know that. Good to see you guys. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. Let me see. It's still there, and the Audi. What? The guy is still there. The Audi are not there. Okay, I don't see. This one here. Okay. All right. Thank you. Yes, the food I put that here. Yeah, that's fine. No, this was worth it. Oh, that's good.
Got the